Hi, kindergarten boys and girls. I'm here to show you what this pink and blue paper is all about. This is going to be your card for Mother's Day. It's empty on the inside. It has blue framed in bubblegum pink on the outside. So what I'd like you to start with first, boys and girls, you have a form in here that has a little note to your mom. And what your daddy can do is he can read it to you and he can write in the words. And so, for example, you might say, Dear Mommy. Maybe you call your mom Mama. Maybe you call your mom Mama, Mother. Maybe you call her Mom. Maybe you have another special name. And I would just write it in there. And then in nice writing, so your kids can read it, dads, you're going to say, You make the world a better place. And for my mom, it was by painting pictures, and she grew lovely gardens. But I think more than that, I think for painting pictures and sharing Jesus is what I would remember my mom by, because she loved to share all about Jesus with strangers. She was a good missionary. And so I would write that as nicely as I could in the next section. And then for me, well, you write what your mom has done to change the world. Now, you are, first, you should watch Miss Rumphius, about the lady who left the world a more beautiful place because of something she did. And so that will help you think about, what does your mommy do to make the world a better place? Maybe it's your little world, just your family. Maybe it's people she helps. Maybe it's doing something good. Maybe it's a volunteer job she has. Or maybe it's just something special that you know about. So um, it says, I love you. And then there's a blank. And at the end, it says, with me. I love when you, well, I don't know. I love when, well, I'd have to put what my mom wrote, but why don't you write what your mom does? I'm not going to put what mine is because I don't want you copying mine, but your dad will understand. Fill that in. And then you're the best. Do you want to say mother, mommy, whatever? I might say, because I'm older, I might say mom in the world. And it says Happy Mother's Day, and then I love you, and you sign off on with your name. I'll sign my childhood nickname, because that's what they called me in kindergarten, was Mary. Instead of Meredith, they called me Mary, like in Merry Christmas. And then what you're going to do with this paper, boys and girls, is you're going to copy it. Yep, like we do from the board. You're going to copy it onto this paper. So I'm going to pause this for a second, and I'm going to copy it, and then I'll be right back. So boys and girls, here's what it should look like. Neat and tidy. Use your capital letters in the right place. And if you noticed, all my sentences, I add the next sentence, like here's my first one. You make the world a better place by painting and sharing Jesus. And I kept on going. I wrote, it when you I love when you talk to me, and you're the best mom in the whole world. Then my last two lines are saved for Happy Mother's Day. I love you. Now you don't, and I signed my nickname off. You don't have to say the best mom. You could say your dad can cross out some of the words and write above here, you are an epic mom, or you're an awesome mommy, or whatever you want to say, or you're a stellar mom, or you're golden mom, or you're the sparkliest mom. You can write it any way you want. You don't have to just say I love you. You might have something special that you like to say, like I write to my own children. When I write them a letter or a text, I'll say, I love you, oceans and galaxies. Or I might just sign off oceans and galaxies, and they know what I mean. And then I sign my name. So you have a little leeway with this. This is your rough draft. This is your final draft. And what you do with this, before you glue it in, you know how we always fold things first in half when we do a card. We fold it in half, and then on the back side, you're going to take your glue and go around the edges. Let me get my glue stick. It's right here. There we go. And I'm going to glue around the edges of mine. And then, do you remember, boys and girls, how we always line up the the fold in the middle with the fold in the middle of the card? And when, after I'm done my perimeter, and now I'm doing my spider web of glue in the middle, there, that's done. And I'm going to take that, see, you can see my glue. I'm going to open up my card, and I'm going to try to have a little bigger space at the bottom. That's just an artistic thing I know about, where when you frame or mat something, you leave a little more space at the bottom because it gives you an optical illusion that everything is the same amount top and bottom. So I'm fitting this into